I got my period the day before my bat mitzvah. So to me, it felt like I am a woman and I can celebrate this. And it was very, very stressful.
Hello, my name is Dalia. I am Mexican American. I was born and raised in Mexico until 13, and today we are going to talk about quinceañeras.
Hi, I'm Roni. I was born in Israel, moved a lot of back and forth between Israel and NorCal in my childhood, so I do identify very much as a Jewish American princess. And today we're going to be talking about bat mitzvahs. So in Judaism, when you reach the age of 13, you become a bar mitzvah. That means that you are now ready to accept the Torah, basically the Bible, and start having a relationship with God. So bar mitzvah is for boys. In order to have that sort of sense of feminism and equality, there's also bat mitzvah for girls. Some celebrate it at 13, some celebrate it at 12, kind of depends where you are. In Israel, girls celebrate it at 12. And then this is where to me, it gets kind of interesting, the difference between Americans and Israeli celebration of the bar mitzvah and bat mitzvah. The most spiritual and meaningful part is that you get a Torah portion and that you have several verses or a chapter, if you will, within the Bible. And you have to basically perform it at the temple and prepare it. And, it's in very ancient Hebrew. It's very intimidating. And that's when you've kind of accepted the Torah. Now, in the States, both boys and girls do it. In Israel, they said girls don't have to do that. That's just for the boys, which, I accepted. My older sisters, who are 14 years older than me, my parents were big feminists then and made them do the Torah. They were the only girls in their grade that did it, and they were kind of embarrassed because it was like a boy thing to do. I, on the other hand, just had parties, which is very fun. So usually you have the big Torah portion, you go to the temple in the morning, and it's a long service. It's kind of the boring part. And then you have a glamorous party at a venue, which is when people think of bar mitzvahs, and bat mitzvahs is what I think they usually think of.
Yeah.
Here in the States, you just have a big party for everybody. In Israel, you have two parties, one for the friends, for the grade, and then one for the family, which is very fun. And again, no Torah portion, so it's just a celebration, and there's no even ritual you have to go through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now I'm going to show you photos of my bat mitzvah. I remember looking forward to my bat mitzvah and imagining it as being there'll be fireworks, and I'll wear a big poof, tutu dress, you imagine it a bit. The one thing before your wedding. I did my bat mitzvah with two other friends because we had the best party in the grade. We had what starts at the club, and then you have a DJ who hosts different games. There's this one game that's called Kiss or Clap, where you have back to back, the boy and the girl, and then they go 3, 2, 1, and you have to turn your head one direction and turn your head the other direction. And then
they hire a person to lead this sort of games for kids?
Yes. Oh, they're the DJ and they're the party host. And basically, if you turn your head the opposite direction 3 times, the girls gets to slap the boy. And if you turn your head the same direction, you get a kiss on the cheek. It's all very stressful. Oh my God, am I going to be paired with my crush? Do I get to slap him? Oh my God, is he going to kiss me? Some people do it a bit more extreme, that it's a kiss on the lips. If you're in the, cooler school, whatever. But you do a big photo shoot. As you can see, it was very cringy. Why should you document yourself at this age? And you had these big blown out posters for everybody to come in to know this is the party girl. This was me, plenty of teeth.
Cute.
And as you can see, there's a little bathing suit under, because it started at the club and then it went to a pool party, and we had big blow up bouncy houses on the pool, and there was a zip line. It was the best party ever. And then there's my family, all dressed up, and me in my cute little bikini that I think considered stuffing on this special day to feel like a woman. I got my period the day before my bat mitzvah, so to me it felt like I am a woman and I can celebrate this, and it was very, very stressful. Also being barely 12, but I just remember being it a day before. And so I fully went to all my friends being I am a woman. I am ready to have this bat mitzvah, and I will be going in the pool because I heard it stops in the water, and everything was fine. Because, it was the first time ever, but it was so, divine intervention.
Wow, you were meant to have...
I was a woman.
You were a woman.
Yeah, I was at
12.
At 12, at 4'7" maybe, but...
Oh, so cute.
Thanks. And then my family bat mitzvah was in my backyard, and it was basically a family talent show where each one of my sisters got to sing a song that they changed the lyrics for me and do a speech, and I had played piano and clarinet, and that was my little talent show as well. It was very, very fun. I would do a Bat Mitzvah again any day.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You were too young though.
No.
Partying that hard.
Oh, 100%. No, the Bat Mitzvahs were like, you know, you have a party a week. Like 6th grade and 7th grade is rager year.
Sounds intense.
Yeah.
Intense for the Jewish community.
Not intense at all, you know? That's a little segue to sleepaway camp, if you know.
Quinceañeras literally translates to 15 years old.
Love it.
Not 12.
That's a big difference at that age, like the difference between 12 and
You
15.
kind of have a little bit of boobs at 15. So, you know, you don't have to fill in your bra with its swimsuits. So it's a rite of passage, and it's also very sort of ancient, but also mixed with, you know, most of Latin America was conquered by the Spanish crown back in the day. So they brought some traditions like cotillion. You know, when they have like those fancy parties and they present the woman to high society and it's like, no, my child is ready for marriage. Like,
that feels very Disney. I have no idea what you're talking about.
oh, well, it's very European too. So they have these cool parties where they present women into society, right? Latinos, especially like Mexican culture, because every single culture celebrates differently. Our ancient native people from before the Spanish came had something similar. When the girl was approaching 15 years old, they would teach them sort of about how to be women and how to take their role in society as well within their community, their native communities. The Spanish come, and you know, they're trying to kind of like kill everything that was native, but the natives were so smart. They were like, no, we kind of have similar celebrations as you do. So that's how things were kind of mixed. So quinceañeras come into place, where it's like at 15, we also introduce our 15-year-old girls into society, because you're a woman now, which I think is kind of disgusting, because at 15 years old, you're still not a woman. I mean, you are a woman, but you're not like
you're a girl.
Like, there's so many things that kind of represent that you're turning into a bachelor. Like, they change your shoe into like a high heel because you're grown up, but they put a tiara so you always remember you're a princess for your family. Like, it's a little funny and crazy at the same time, but we also have like the big parties with puffy dresses, and you also have like the father and daughter dance, or like a male in your family that wants to dance with you, also kind of to always represent that you're the little princess in the community.
In Judaism, you have to like go through the ritual of reading the Torah, and then you're like, that's a check mark that you're not doing it. You mentioned that there's like classes that they teach you how to be a woman. Does that still exist? Like, did you have to take those classes?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Part of the quinceañera within the Catholic culture of Mexico and Latin America, they go to mass. Before your big party at night, you go to mass during the day. You have your entire court, which are basically like your 14 best friend girls and 14 best friend guys, and they come with you all dressed really nicely to the church, and you have a big mass where you get the blessing from the priest, but you don't have to read anything. You basically just take the bread, which is the body of Christ,
Right.
and some wine, which I think is
Like the communion.
Yeah, the communion, exactly. But that's it. You don't have to memorize anything. If you're very Catholic, you do go to like First Communion classes before you're 15 usually, and you do have to do like every weekend, take the classes.
That's extra credit.
That's extra credit, and not everybody does it. Quinceañera is like everybody does it.
Yeah?
Most everybody. I didn't do it, but
Oh. Did you feel left out?
no.
Okay.
I didn't. I actually, as I was approaching that age, I started to think like, do I want to go through all of that? Because it's a lot of attention on the person. And like I said,
Like, I'd take attention any day.
yes, but I didn't want to be seen like, no, you are a woman. And I felt like that was kind of creepy, you know, to be seen that way. So instead, the money that I would have gotten for a quinceañera, I got for like an old car that my mom and I saw like on the side of the road that was for sale. And she was like, well, you're not having a quinceañera. Do you want that? So yeah, that's kind of what it was. So this is the quinceañera girl, like I said, with the big puffy dress. She has her main chambelán, which usually is like your boyfriend or somebody very important close to you. Could be like your sibling and your cousin, but usually the girls are like, oh, my boyfriend. And you have your entire court.
I see that they're all matching. Do they always match? Like, is it like a bridesmaids kind of thing?
Yes, it's like a mini wedding, actually.
That's crazy.
Like I said, I didn't have one. but here. So I was
Oh.
a dama, which is like the court of the quinceañera, right? This was my friend. She was having her quinceañera, and that was me. Basically, I was part of the court of her best friends. That's my mom. And this is me, my older brother, at one of my aunt's quinceañeras. So I was 3, like literally at 1 a.m., a little kid, like partying hard or sleeping on the chairs. This is my oldest aunt. Yes. She looks like
she looks like she's getting married, and she also does not look 15 at all.
No, right? She looks like she's super old, but no,
Like, she looks mature, older. She looks like a woman. That's a woman.
yes.
It seems like they're both kind of like a wedding, you know, that they're
Yes.
kind of a bit extra, if you will.
Yeah.
Do you have a lifting of the chair? Because that's always a fun part of the party.
We don't have a lifting of the chair, but we do have a secret dance, and usually in the secret dance, they will lift the quinceañera up in the air, you know, because she's the angel among all of us, I guess. I'm just making that up. But they do grab you by your arms or your waist, and then you're flying.
Wow, that sounds even more fun. Thank you so much for watching. Please like
And subscribe.
and comment and let us know, how did you celebrate your quinceañera or bat mitzvah, or which one would you rather have?
Or both.
Oh, double the fun.
Let's have both.
Mazel tov.